Alright, hello everyone, and we are back for Death Note episode 11. Wow, 11 episodes in, and woo, lots of things have finally kicked in. Previous episode, we left off with Light and L meeting with Light's father, who was hospitalized, having a heart attack, which, understandable. It's a pretty tough job. It's pretty stressful, and, it just got to him. But at least from this encounter, Light has officially confirmed that yes, the person who is next to him is actually L. The problem is we don't know his true name yet, right? So that's gonna be I would assume the ultimate goal for Light, at least for now. We don't know what he's planning to do after he gets the name. I mean, obviously he's gonna kill him, right? But like, what happens then? What happens then? Is the story gonna be over? Or like, I don't know. Is the entire story gonna be revolving around Light trying to figure out who L's true name is? Maybe, I don't know. But either way, we are now struggling with basically this crazy relationship between these two characters. And the end of the episode, from the end of the last episode, we also got a message, a letter of some sorts from quote-unquote Kira, saying that, hey, if you don't broadcast this, I'm gonna kill a bunch of people or whatever, right? And I don't know. I still don't know if that letter is actually from Kira or if it's actually from somebody else using the name of Kira, right? Because technically speaking, like if everyone says that, I am, if someone gives you a message to do something and the message, says that this is from Kira, you would be shitting your pants. Like, true or not, you don't want to mess with it, right? So that's where we left off, and hopefully we'll get an answer on what this actual message or letter truly is. So I'm excited. Episode 11 of Death Note. We are almost 1/3 away from completing the show, and let's get into it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy the reaction, hit the like, subscribe as always. Oh, and also, if you want to watch the full-length timer-based reaction, there is a link in the description below, or you can just click here, and it will give you a link to that video, where all you have to do is just have your own copy of Death Note, sync it up with the timer, and then you can just watch the full episode with me. Also, if you want to watch the next episode, there is one already available on Early Access over at Patreon, so not only do you get early access, but you also support the channel and you support my growth. Basically, I'm trying to improve the overall setting of, this entire channel. I want to make better content. I want to make more quality stuff, and Patreon is the way to go. And with that being said, let's watch the episode. Alright, if you are watching the full-length time-based reaction, I'm gonna start a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Also, I know it's been like 11 episodes, but can we finally meet this girl? Like, stop teasing me already. Like, show me, please. Assault. What are you thinking? Ah, going back to her. 4 months. Yeah, she is. True. Ah, the message from. Okay. Okay. But the way Light is acting in the beginning of this episode kind of makes me believe that this is from him. Continue to condemn him. Yeah. The frenetic, the chaos. But this also goes to show like how far Light has gone as a character. Like he's becoming more and more of a psychopath, and you know, in terms of like who he actually wants to kill and his sense of justice. I just said justice in yeah. As allies, but if you get in my way, I'm gonna kill you regardless, right? So who's actually innocent, right? The innocent will not die. And yet we're killing innocents. Well, quote unquote innocents. And are you qualified to live in that world, Kira? Are you kind? I love the hypocrisy that that is being presented right now. No way. Yeah, click. Come on. No! He was too late. But how does Light know that he's gonna be there? Camera footage. Light definitely saw that in from the surveillance cam and shit. Yeah, he already knows. Piecing it together again. Come on. Yeah, but let's calm down a bit, you know. Yeah, let's think this thoroughly, more rationally. Ooh, please control yourself while he is also shaking. Nice little detail. Now don't do something stupid here. Yeah, kinda. Hmm. What's the what's the better decision here? And it's crazy because both of these people are acting out of fear. Like the broadcaster and Light's father. Both of them are acting just because of fear. Hmm. Wow. I love this back and forth. This is great. This is fun. I love this. L going back and forth with the cell phones, talking with each different people. Yeah, this is great. This is great. Ooh, ooh. Nice lighting. And the silence, the echoes of just his footsteps. This is awesome. This is awesome. An actual retaliation from the police, not what Kira was expecting. With this sort of victory music in the back, yeah. Ooh. The right thing to do. Justice, alright? And proclaims his name. Now is Kira actually gonna kill him, the news anchor, for going up against him? Or will Kira actually see the sense of justice that that is being displayed? Mm, okay. Ah. Mm, wow. That he will kill Yomi. Yeah. Mm. This is a tough decision. Obviously, they're not gonna go with L because plot reasons. A god is on your side? Are you sure about that? Or are you just talking about yourself? Ah. Ah. Hmm. So it's not him. So my theory, like a couple of episodes ago, where I asked like if there is another person holding the Death Note, is actually true. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Okay. Okay. There's a lot to talk about in the discussion after this. Second Kira. But the fact that L jumped to this conclusion just goes to show how smart he is. And again, just showing that L and Light are two sides of the same coin. A different approach, huh? Yeah. Pretty high. Yeah. Interesting. And this is how it's gonna tie. Oh my god. This is actually genius. This I can't believe. Wow. Yeah, yeah. This is actually smart. Have the real Kira find the fake Kira and have the real Kira cooperate with L. Now we get an actual goal. We get an actual objective. Oh? Oh? Wait, what? The, the girl I've been asking about in the opening this entire time is what? What? And she has the My oh my oh my. The way Death Note keeps surprising me. Well, 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 well. Ask and you will receive. But it's not how I expected it to go. Holy shit. Okay. So the only difference here is the hair color, which kind of threw me off a bit. But like just judging from the hair style, I'm pretty confident that this is her. It has to be. There's no other person. How could it not be, right? And I don't know if the way this opening is like directed spoils some stuff, but the way that she is reaching out towards Light and Light kind of giving her, you know, his hand, kind of like accept me or some, or, you know, or of a similar vein, right? Now I'm predicting that Misa will eventually be on Light's side. And she's gonna be the key to figuring out L's name. Ooh. Okay, so obviously L and Light are gonna team up, right? Because while it is beneficial for Light, because with Misa's ability, you know, most of the police, including L, may as well be taken down, but it's also showing a bad reputation for Kira, right? And that's the one thing that is bugging him off. So L and Light's cooperation and actual like teamwork in finding out second Kira, fake Kira, could actually work, could actually be a possible thing, because I thought that these two would be like working together, you know, like here's the thing, right? Because in like the previous episodes, I talked about how Light and L's teamwork won't be, you know, like of the same mind, right? Both of them are obviously gonna be working together, but in actuality they're just actually trying to like figure out whether or not if they are L and Light or L and Kira, right? But now we actually have another like third party who is messing the order. And now both L and Light has reasons to take Kira down, fake Kira. Light doesn't want fake Kira, Misa, to ruin his image, and L obviously wants to take fake Kira down first before he wants to catch the real Kira, right? Because fake Kira is now an obstructive. You know, she is now basically holding both of these individuals back. So this is a teamwork that I did not expect would actually be happening for real. Like I know they're gonna be working together, but this is actual teamwork for the same goal. This is crazy. This is crazy. But then comes the question of her ability, because she made the deal with this other Shinigami to actually see people's names and when they actually die. That is huge. That is very, very huge. And now the question is, and basing off from the opening, is Light and Misa gonna team up and, you know, basically take down L and become gods of this world? I think that might actually be the case. We could potentially see like a couple in the making, like an actual couple. I can see both of them actually becoming a thing, because both of them have you know, a Death Note and have their own twisted, you know, view of justice. I mean, obviously we don't know her true motive aside from getting Kira's attention, but at least we know right now Kira doesn't really like the second Kira, right? But I'm gonna bet you, as soon as Light figures out that the second Kira is actually a girl, he's gonna go head over heels. And it's also the question of, is she actually in the same college as Light? That could also be a possibility, right? From a story perspective, that actually makes sense if she is actually in the same age as Kira and goes to the same college as Kira. It'll make their encounter easier, but it'll also make it, I guess, quote-unquote harder, in a sense that, yes, it's easy to actually meet her, but it's hard to actually know that she is actually the same person, you know, like, because you don't really expect the person closest to you to be, you know, the person that you are looking for, right? So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, and I cannot wait to see how her like dynamic and how her interactions with the rest of the cast is gonna go. Wow. I did not expect this. I did not expect this at all. I thought she was gonna be like a normal female character, right? Who is maybe helpless and lost and would find refuge in Kira, but no, she is actually like a really, really dangerous person. Holy shit. Now, I talked about how, at least at this point in the reaction, I still, you know, sort of believe that this is actually Kira, even though it is out of character. But I did mention, you know, like, this goes to show how more of a psychopath, or just how much, you know, twisted Kira became. But it's not really Kira, it's actually fake Kira. And to me, that's more concerning, right? Someone who is way more crazier and way more of an insane character than Light. At least Light has some sort of control, in the sense that he is still kind of like following his idea of justice, even though lately he's been killing off more innocents because they're onto him instead of like actual criminals. But here, she just flats out, nope, you're dead, and you're dead. It kind of... Again, I don't know how this story is gonna go later on, but she is kind of filling out this actual antagonistic role here. Because in the beginning, I mentioned, you know, like in the beginning of my reaction series to Death Note, I mentioned, you know, like, Light is the protagonist, even though he is the one doing the murder and the killing. Which technically makes L the antagonist, even though he is the one who is more in the right, who is more aligned with actual justice. But now we have Misa and her actions, who is clearly going beyond what Kira's original intention is. And now both Light and L have the same goal, which is to stop fake Kira. Which would in turn make Misa the actual main antagonist, at least for now. We still don't know what's gonna happen later on. we still have like 24 episodes left, 25 episodes left. We're still a long ways to go, right? A lot of things can happen. Death Note has proven time and time again that it doesn't really give a fuck about whose character it is that you are loving or rooting, because they'll just kill them off instantly, right? So as of right now, I'm pretty confident to say that Misa is the main objective for both L and Light. She is the antagonist in a sense, because she is the one who is obstructing the main goal of our two main characters. An antagonist's role is to basically stop the main protagonist's goal, right? And she is kind of basically doing just that in a way. So this is gonna be interesting. I think I keep mentioning that every episode discussion. This is gonna be interesting, and this is gonna be interesting. But what I will say is definitely gonna be interesting is when both Light and Misa would eventually meet, right? Because they are gonna meet eventually, right? How is Ryuk going to be? How's Ryuk's reaction gonna be? Because I remember, like last episode or two, the Shinigamis were talking right in their own realm and talking about like Ryuk and his position and what he's been up to on Earth with the Death Note and with his human companion, right? And they have their own opinions on it. So maybe this is like a response to that. Like this is their action. Who knows? We still don't know much about the Shinigami realm and their lore and like their history. Ryuk is still somewhat of a mystery. So that's gonna be something that I am going to be keeping an eye out a lot more. Other than that, good episode. Really, that's the only thing like that I feel like is worth mentioning. Some of the police stuff with Soichiro, Light's father and everything, they're really good. Don't get me wrong, they're fun to watch. Seeing him and seeing this scene where Light is talking back and forth between the two people on the phone, that was fun. And that's pretty much it for Death Note episode 11. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are here for Death Note episode 12. Wow! Last episode, we end up with a reveal. A surprise visit from a character that I've been like asking about for like 11 episodes. Like, who is this girl in the opening? Who is this? And then we finally meet her, and boy oh boy, she is definitely a surprise. She is definitely a surprise. Holy shit. She has a Death Note, and she made the deal with the Shinigami, so she can see people's actual names. This is a problem. This is gonna be a problem, not just for L, but for Light as well, because, as I've mentioned in a previous episode's discussion, she is a wild card. We don't know her true ulterior motive. And as of right now, it seems Light and L have an objective that is aligned with each other. So maybe their cooperation, their friendship can actually work. Who knows? Who knows? Or maybe Light is actually gonna figure out that this fake Kira is actually a girl and then falls in love with her. Who knows? Who knows, right? So anyways, I have episode 12 up and ready to go. Folks, if you want to watch the full episode with me, there is a full-length timer-based reaction. You can check it out in the link in the description below, or you can just click right here, and that will lead you to the YouTube video where all you have to do is just sync up your own copy of Death Note with the timer, and then you can just watch the full episode with me. Or if you want to watch the next episode, you can do that by heading over to Patreon, where you can get early access to Death Note and a bunch of other animes. And lastly, as always, if you do enjoy the reaction, hit the like and subscribe, and maybe share the video. It helps the channel grow and helps me a lot. And with that being said, let's watch Death Note episode 12. Okay, folks, if you are watching the full-length timer-based reaction, I'm gonna start a countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we know that they use color a lot in this opening and certain moments in this in the episode, especially using the color like blue and red. I find it interesting that Misa's hair color was blue in this opening. Same thing with L, and Light is the only one who is red. Love. Hmm. The offer. Yeah. Mm, okay. The handshake. Alliances. This is gonna be interesting. How is Light gonna react to a bunch of these information? Look at his dad. Ah. Mm. Wow. Hide the fact that second Kira exists from Light, who knows that second Kira exists. But Light has to like tiptoe his way from this because he's definitely trying to find second Kira, but he can't really show that he is looking for second Kira. Mm. Dead on the money there. Ah. This is clever from both sides. Mm. It was 7% before. Because it's not you. Yeah, because yeah, exactly. Hmm. These reactions. Oh, man, he should be proud right now as a father, right? But boy, oh boy. Mm, but don't trust him too much. And they still think that it is a male. They kept using him. Wow. But how do you do this? Like, make a fake message that seems believable, but don't make it too obvious that he is. Man, Light needs to have like an Oscar or something for acting his way out of all of this in 12 episodes. Which is why I cannot wait for him to crumble. Very gothic. A fake message, but we know this is real. Wow. This back and forth between the two. Ooh, he reacted. Ooh. He's lucky that everybody's glued to the screen, especially L, who's like mind fucked right now. But if L saw Light's reaction there, yeah, things are starting to. Wow. Wow. Mm. But yeah, as I was saying, like if L saw Light's reaction there, he would immediately go, something's wrong. So it's lucky that he did not. And I'm also glad they're bringing this up, the Shinigami existence and whatever. Ooh, he is shaking. L is. Hmm. Nice way of twisting it out. Hmm. Nice play from Light there. Wow, the irony of this whole situation. Oh, she's a model. Rem. Shinigami King? Whoa. Lore. Convenient, but okay, let's leave it at that. Hmm. To kill the host? Oh! Love the name of the episode. Make them fall in love. Interesting, I love that. Okay. And we get to see it again. Cool. I mean, not again. I mean, this is the first time we're seeing it, but yeah, yeah. Wow. Love the use of the red color and everything else is muted. Did the Shinigami step in and saved her? Wow. Changed fate. Not extendum. Yeah. Going against the law. At least the law of their realm, their universe, or what have you. Wow. Wow, this episode. Wow. Crazy. Whoa, I did not expect that. I didn't want to comment on the idea that the girl could actually be her because of the time difference. Cool. Yeah, and Light has to like balance between his multiple lives at this point. Oh, oh, a chance encounter. Could he see the Shinigami as well? Ryuk will definitely see the other Shinigami, right? Wow, wow. Ryuk is probably like laughing at that point, like, wow, wow, what a great episode. Because we're finally getting more and more information about the Shinigami realm, which is something that I've been like wanting. Wow, wow, great. Wow, wow. Good episode. Let's talk about this specific moment. Okay, because this is the part that actually, you know, draw my attention the most. That drew my attention, I would say. To kill a Shinigami. And the way to kill a Shinigami is to make them fall in love with you. How ironic, how poetic, and how brilliant is that, in my opinion. I think that's like one of the best aspects of the story so far. The like the difference and how unique these beings are, right? Beings that take lives, beings that kill people, and the thing that kills them is love. And I have a gut feeling this isn't just going to be applied to the Shinigami, but it could also be applied to both Light and Misa. I know it's kind of cliche to say that love is the reason that they are going to die, but who knows what could happen in the future. But because they are bringing this up, it is a realm of possibility. Now, do I think Ryuk is going to die? No, I don't think so. 100% no. Ryuk and Light's relationship is definitely something that is interesting and something that has definitely grown, but I don't have this same feeling that Ryuk is in love with Light. No, that is not happening. Like, Ryuk does not care at all about Light. He sees Light as this sort of fun human to play around with and see where things could go. Right? It's not like a mutual it's not a mutual care for Light. It's just a matter of, hey, this human is interesting and I wanna see what he does. That's basically Ryuk's mindset, in my opinion. So I don't think he's gonna die because he loves him or anything. No, that is not happening. That is not happening. Rem, on the other hand, I don't know. I'm gonna be using what L usually does. I have a feeling that Rem is like 70-80% not really in love with Misa as a human, because Misa is the reason why Gellus died, right? And I have a feeling that these two characters, you know, they know each other, you know, they're like friends, and it kind of goes to show like these two characters kind of care for each other in a way, right? I don't know to what extent, because they are like Shinigami and everything, but it does give off that kind of vibe. So being in quote-unquote love with the human who is responsible for your other Shinigami friend's death, no. But it also became a catalyst on like Rem eventually caring for her, for Misa, because of what Geras did. That could also be a possibility. I'm just not seeing it at the moment, right? So I'm just waiting for the show to basically confirm that, which could happen, but judging that Rem is still alive, no. At least not now, right? And at this point, how do I say this? Like the show so far, aside from that one scene that we just talked about love being, the reason for Shinigami's death, the show so far hasn't really explored much of its themes and messages. Like, it's already established, like some of the themes of the show, right? Trust and fear and having a god complex and the sense of justice and all that stuff, right? That has already been established, and I've been constantly talking about that over and over and over and over again in these past few episodes. And not saying that this is a criticism in any way, I'm just saying that these past few episodes really haven't really dived deeper into it. Like the themes are still there, like the themes, the messages, they're still there, but not really explored as much. So I don't really know what else that I want to really talk about, except for maybe some production side of things, like direction wise. So, but again, like the story has actually kicked in again, right? We've essentially entered the second stage of the show, and this is when things actually kicked in, and this is when I would feel like most of the action is gonna take place. So until then, I'm still reserving most of my discussions, because I feel like I'm just gonna be going back and back in circles, talking about justice and all that stuff again, even though I've already mentioned it like a few times already in the previous episodes. So in that regard, let's talk about the direction of this episode. More specifically, the entire sequence of Light and L working together, investigating this fake Kira. I think the investigation aspect of Death Note is really strong, right? It wasn't strong before because it was mostly Light centric, but since now Light is working closer and closer with L, we get a lot more of that investigation side of things, and to me that's like a really fun watch. Seeing the banter going back and forth between the policemen, talking about investigations and talking about these clues, these mysteries, we got new information and all that jazz. That is fun. I'm kind of a sucker for that, like I love like a long time ago, I don't really watch them now, but a long time ago I loved watching, crime dramas on television, like stuff surrounding investigations and the police, like CSI and CIS, all that stuff, really old shows, but you get what I'm saying, right? The interaction between the police, working on this investigation, finding new clues, and figuring out, how these clues are gonna go, dissecting them, and just going deep into it. It's fun to watch, and with Death Note, there's a spin on it, which is Light, in which he is the murderer, he is the person that people are looking for, and yet he is just there, beside them, and they have no idea, and they have no clue who he truly is. That's the fun part, and seeing Kira, or Light, basically tiptoeing his way, trying to make sure he doesn't, does anything stupid or wrong, choosing his words carefully. It's fun to watch, because the moment he slips up, sometime here, when Misa started talking about the Shinigami, Light went, oh shit, why did you talk about that? And the crazy thing is, nobody was looking at him, even though his reaction was pure distraught and and shock right here. And everybody wasn't paying attention. That's so... It's so fun. It's fun seeing characters, slip up, but then other characters don't notice it because, you could say that this is plot convenience. But to me, this adds more to the tension. Because, sure, this may be like the first or second time that this happened, but like, the more this happens, the more you'll end up slipping up and the more other people are gonna notice and the more they're gonna suspect you. And it's crazy because everybody else was like glued to the screen, and especially L, who is like shook right now. He has no idea what the fuck he just listened to. And it's a side of L that we have never really seen before. Him falling off his chair, screaming like a crazy person. But no, L actually has like a genuine reaction to this. The concept of Shinigami, the concept of actual gods, scares him. And I find that interesting. I mean, yeah, totally. Like if you just suddenly were told, like, like gods exist, like the Grim Reaper exists or whatever, like you would be shaking your pants, right? And L's reaction is basically that. And it's weird because everybody else's reaction is more of like, should we take this seriously? That kind of reaction. But because L has already, got the message from Kira, about the Shinigami, he has more information. So, yeah. He is shook. Now going back to Misa just for a bit, right? I guess I didn't really mention this in the previous episode, but since she has the eyes, her life expectancy is like cut in half. So we don't know when she's actually gonna die, right? And I don't know how much that would actually affect the story. Because obviously we're not gonna spend like years in this story. Like we're not gonna jump to like 10 years, 20 years in the story and then we see her or we don't see her like dying of like natural causes or whatever. No, we're not. That's not gonna happen. So yeah, I still don't know like how much her life expectancy is actually gonna change the story progression. I don't think it's actually gonna affect the story at all, in my opinion. I don't know, but it is like a fun thing to keep in mind of. Also, just wanna comment. I love her design, like her character design. This gothic character design. She's not gonna lie. She's kind of cute, evil, and dangerous, but design-wise, kind of cute. Not gonna lie. And then we end the episode, weirdly enough, with this chance encounter that isn't really a chance encounter because both of them are blind and oblivious at the fact that they're sitting right next to each other. And I don't know how the next episode is gonna go. Are they gonna continue on immediately after this? Or are they gonna continue with their own daily lives and they're not gonna meet each other again for like maybe 2 or 3 episodes? Who knows? And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Death Note episode 12. Really enjoyed this episode, especially the Shinigami development realm sort of stuff, like that part. Yes, I want more of that. So getting just sprinkles of that really satisfies me, in my opinion. But yeah, cannot wait for the next episode. Again, if you want to watch the full episode, you can do that by just clicking the full-length timer-based reaction. Again, links are in the description below, or you can just click here. And if you want to watch the next episode with me, again, early access over at Patreon. Links also in the description. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. If you do enjoy the reaction, hit the like and subscribe, and I will see you all next week for the next episode of Death Note. Take care, guys.